Good morning, Mr. Smith.
Good morning, Lucy. I need some coffee. Coffee, hot. One of these days, I'll get you to call me Spanner instead of Mrs. Smith.
I will not, Mr. Smith.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Doubtful.
Yeah. So, what's on the to-do list for today, Lucy?
We will need to get the sample crusher online. It should only need a few more welds to get it fully operational. After that, we need to check out the readings we got last night from the rear part of the ship. They were, how you call it, strange.
That is indeed how we would classify those. So, let's get to work on this puppy here. We will have to hook that up to that. Connect these to power conduit in the back. It doesn't look that complicated. Let's get this part up and running first. Go. Get these welded together. Good. That looks good. Then we need to get that hooked up to that. And get this one fully hooked up to that. Okay. Oh, come on. Really? They put it in upside down. Logistics. Man, it's so hard to find good help out here. Well, it'll just have to do. So, weird signals, right? Back of the ship somewhere. Let's take a look. So, it was... where did... What the hell? That does not sound good. Oh, crap. Let's take a look here. Oh, shit! Oh, crap! That's not good. Lucy, put that on my to-do list for tomorrow.
Added to your to-do list.
Yep. That will have to stay like that. That's fine. It hasn't exploded yet, so I'm sure it's fine. Don't worry about it. Everything in here's still okay. Oh, dang scientist. They could just set up their experiments and then just go to sleep until it's ready. Meanwhile, yeah, they'll leave me to maintain all this stuff. Lucy, add to my to-do lists. I need to crawl into these vents down here and figure out where this tube is no longer connected.
Affirmative.
Stuff is just not coming through. It's clogged up somewhere, but need to figure out where.
Added to your to-do list.
Oh man, there's those damn space rats in it. Those things do not nibble, they bite. Okay, let's check out inventory, see how that's going. How are we doing? Let's take a look here. We are definitely good on ice. We shouldn't have to stock up on that. Uranium is running a bit low. Please make a note of that as well.
Affirmative.
I need to get some more uranium here soon. More than enough. What? What is going on, Lucy? What the hell is that signal?
The ship is picking up an unidentified signal from a nearby M-class planet.
Signal? What kind of signal?
Exact origin or type of the signal is unknown.
Well, that's helpful. Wait, nearby M-class planet? That one? That's out there. Wasn't that supposed to be like void of life? Hang on. Pretty sure we have some data on that planet up here in the science station. Unless I'm mistaken. Is it? No. No. I need a bloody scientist to do this. It's not my work. It's a dang engineer here. Here we go. Yeah, pretty much void of life. Just some non-sentient, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. Yeah, there should not be anything out there that can even remotely create a signal. Unless plants have gotten to the point where they can generate signals.
Not very likely.
What do you think I should do here?
Best course of action is to contact the RIM headquarters.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I guess I'll give him a call and have him check it out. Send somebody over. Let's go make a call. Lucy, open a connection on frequency 41? No, 42.
Connection established.
This is Malcolm Lundberg from RAM Industries.
Hello, this is Spanner, engineer first class on board the Harbinger research ship in the Omega 12 sector. We just had a message pop up. The ship detected a signal. It doesn't quite know what it is, and I have no clue. And all the scientists are currently in cryo, so can you take a look at it? I'll send you the message here. Give me a moment. You should get it right about now.
A faint signal, origin unknown. Class and planets presumed uninhibited. Interesting. Let me take a look. Well, there was a cargo ship, the Zagov, that went missing about 2 years ago near that sector. Let's see. Spanner, you need to get down there now and put up a beacon at the crash site.
What do you mean, go down there? I'm just an engineer. Why don't you send the rescue party?
You are by far the nearest vessel. Any rescue party will take at least a week to get there. You need to get down there, locate the crash site, and start broadcasting a secure signal so we can hone in on that.
Well, I guess I'm your guy then. I'll prep my shuttle and make planfall as soon as possible. And set up that beacon. Let me know as soon as the rescue party enters the sector so I can enable the beacon.
Yes, good luck out there. And Spanner, be careful.
Thanks. Spanner out. Well, I guess we'd best be off to the planet then. Lucy, can you boot up Laverne?
Affirmative.
That would be great. Could you also load up Laverne with some materials in order to
Affirmative.
Thank you. Yeah, you know what I mean. We need to build a beacon. You heard the conversation. That's not safe. They should really get somebody to build stuff in this ship. Planet side. It's been so long since I've been down to a planet. Let's take a look. What do we need? A welder? Yeah, let's take one. A gun? Nah, drill could be handy. Grinder. Well, we need to build some stuff. Oh, I mean, we never know what we're gonna run into. Let's just take one. Standard equipment for going down to a planet, right? Let's head over to the okay, deep breath. Okay, we're good. It's not on fire. Okay. Let's get going. Why do they always make this door so slow? Come on. In a hurry here. Let's close the door. Let's close just in case the hangar door is open. Should be. But assume you can't open this door if it was. Now we're good. Okay, that will close automatically. Don't worry about that. Hello, Laverne. It's been a while. I really need to do some more maintenance. Output of those engines is really not enough. Oh boy. Well, anyways, let's get going. Let's open up the hangar doors here. Okay. Let's start the procedure here. Starting up the engines. Finishing the docking clamps. Waiting for the other door to open. There we go. Let's start the takeoff procedure here. Sideburn here, the bit of elevation to get over the doors. Line up at the center. Ease her out. Slowly. Lucy, could you mark the location on my HUD so I know where I am going?
I have marked an approach vector on your HUD.
Thank you. I see that. Let's line her up. Let's head in that direction. Lucy, could you please close the hangar doors for me?
Affirmative.
Let me know when it reached a safe enough distance from the ship to initiate a jump.
Affirmative.
Well, since it's gonna take a while, radio on. Nope, radio off. Never mind, forget that. I will just enjoy the scenery. Oh boy. I was so not hired for this job.
We have reached minimal safe distance from the Harbinger to initiate a jump.
That sounds like a plan then. Initiate the jump drive.
Initiating the jump drive in 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. I don't like this. Never a fun feeling to do that. Can't say that I'm a fan. Let me know when we can jump again.
The jump drive is currently charging. It will take 2 more jumps to reach our destination.
Yay. Funsies. I really need to equip a better jump drive on this ship. I mean, technically the ship isn't supposed to come with a jump drive, so can't blame it for not being all that powerful, but they're lucky that I even have a jump-capable ship. I mean, I could have just taken the Harbinger. Not sure if they would have appreciated that. Would be fun for the scientists to wake up in gravity. Non-artificial gravity. But yeah, let me know as soon as the jump drive is charged so we can go for a second round.
Affirmative.
I'm just gonna close my eyes here for a bit. Lucy, let me know when we get ready to jump and I'll pretend to be awake.
The jump drive is charged. Shall I engage it?
Yeah, I guess we should be going.
Initiating the jump drive in 3,
Okay,
2,
holding on to
1.
my socks. Here we go. Oh man, I really don't like this feeling. Here we go. Okay, we're getting closer. Definitely getting there. I guess we'll get ready for one more jump and then we'll head out there. You got this, Lucy. Wake me up whenever we get enough charge and jump drive again.
Affirmative.
Can we jump again, Lucy?
Affirmative.
Okay, let's do it.
Initiating the jump drive in 3, 2, 1.
Oh boy. Let's actually start to slow down here so we don't jump into the gravity well. That would be a bad idea. Not hit it at full velocity. Okay, here we are. It is quite dark. Let's turn off the jump drive. Let's take a look at what we got here. Let's come to a halt. Okay. So, what do we got here? Of course we enter at the dark side. It's nighttime on this side of the planet. Why wouldn't it be? So, let's see. Can you put up a landing zone for me on the HUD so I can see where the hell we're going?
Potential landing zone marked on your HUD.
I see it. Thank you. Let's head down there. I guess we'll head down, turn the dampers off for now, and we'll just coast down until we get a little bit closer. So, take over control for right now, and I will be taking over once we get a little bit closer to the surface.
Affirmative.
Okay, we're about 9 kilometers out. We're gonna have to be careful here. These forward thrusters cannot handle gravity, so we're gonna have to either burn retroactively or level her out in time to actually stop. Let's see what her stopping thrust is like. Decent. So if we swing her horizontal, we should be fine. So let's head down there, see what we're dealing with here. Slow down in the meantime from time to time. Man, this thing was not built to go into atmosphere like this. It's a gravity like getting close to 1G. Hopefully it doesn't get worse. We are very slowly stopping. Here we go. We are still dropping pretty hard, so this angle like this should give us the most stopping power. Let's try to not crash into the surface of this planet. What was a cargo vessel even doing in gravity? That doesn't make any sense. Why would they be here? Okay, let's tilt down again. Take another short run. Dropped about 1 kilometer doing that. So we can speed up here a bit. And once we hit 5, we'll start bleeding up some of the speed again. Go. Treacherous going into atmosphere with a small shuttle like this. Not designed for it. Might have to retrofit Laverne here a bit. Give her some more downward thrust, maybe. Oh man. I need to burn off this speed here quickly. Come on, baby. You can do it. Come on. Don't let me down. Come on. Well, let me down, but gently. Let's swing it around. Landing zone's over there. Should be able to slow down enough to not crash. Come on. Lead off that last little bit of speed. Still dropping. Come on. 1,500 meters. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Okay. Whew. And we are... Come on. Hovering. Oh, man. Your ship does not function well with gravity. It's a shuttle, dang it. It's not meant for going into 1G gravity. So we'll slowly make our way to the landing zone. And try not to crash. Let's turn on our lights just in case we get some terrain here. It's hard to see. Kinda looks, I don't know, deserty? Sandy? Can't quite make it out. You can see some trees in the distance here and there. Okay. Landing zone is pretty much right beneath us, so let's go down. Carefully go down. Oh man, this is not how I planned my day going. Let's burn off some of that speed again. Definitely need to retrofit this thing. It needs more downwards thrust. This thing is not meant to go into atmospheres. Oh man, this is getting close. 25 meters per second.
Ground proximity warning.
Dropping rapidly. 14, 13 meters a second. Still got 200 meters to go. Gotta be super careful with this. Okay, we're at a hover again. I can see the ground. Just gonna have to take this very carefully. Oh boy, come on. Brake, brake, brake. 50 meters. Brake! Okay. Oh boy. This is not fun. Let's go forward towards the landing zone. Let's make sure we don't get too much speed picked up here. Come on, brake. I can see the ground now. Let's head for the landing zone there. So we can slowly head down. Yeah, this thing can barely keep itself upright in 1G gravity. Oh boy. Okay. And there we go. We're still a little bit off the ground, but that should be good enough for right now. This looks like a nice little landing spot here. Actually, let's just put her down very gently. Gotta be so careful here to not slam into the ground. Come on. Going there. And touchdown. Locker. Turn off the power. Meant to do that.
Affirmative.
I was supposed to do that. It's all fine. God, I'm happy that there's landing gear have spring-loaded feet underneath them. Okay, let's get out and take a look at what's going on the planet here. Let's actually turn on the lights here so we can see what we're doing. Yeah, this very much looks like a deserty planet. Let's turn my own lights as well so we do a bit more. Oh man, what am I gonna do here? I don't even know where to go. So Lucy, you have any info for me on this planet? What I can expect? What's it like? Composition?
Planet
Anything?
designation, NCC 17018, or as you Mr. Smith call it, not Earth. The only known life forms are carbon-based vegetation, and are non-sentient. Atmosphere composition, 79.09% nitrogen, 19.95% oxygen, 0.92% argon, 0.05% carbon dioxide.
Okay. Very informative, not very helpful. What I don't get though is why was Laverne having so much trouble keeping up? Like, I know it's a small shuttle, but she should be able to go planetside without this much issue. I just don't get it.
I have detected heavy amounts of magnetic interference in the atmosphere. It is strong enough to interfere with the hydrogen thrusters.
Oh,
Taking
man.
off seems unlikely. Best course of action is to get the beacon up and running so the rescue party can pick us up.
Oh man, I gotta try this out. This is not good. If that is actually the case, that's not good. Engines on. Releasing docking clamps. Oh crap, I'm burning full thrust here. I'm going nowhere. Oh crap, they are massively interfering with my engines. Oh, that's not good. Let's lock her and shut her down again. Oh, that is not good. I'm not going anywhere. I think you're right about that. Okay, we need to get that beacon up then. How are we gonna get there? Wait a minute, wait a minute. Do you have something in your databanks? There is that one design.
I think we brought just enough parts to build the D2FGB4A2.
Yeah. The hover thing. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get started on that. It's gonna take a while. I mean, it took all day, but I think we just about got it. This will do. It's just about morning. That will make life so much easier in trying to find a landing site, a crash site. I don't even know what to expect here. Okay, well, that should help. Okay, let's take a look here. Okay, Laverne, stay safe. We'll be back for you. But that's definitely not the way we're getting off this planet. That much is painfully obvious. There really isn't anything on this planet. It's just sand. Some dead shrubberies that seem to just be dead. Nothing to it. Let's just carry on in the direction of where the signal roughly came from. There's nothing out here. It's just empty void for the most part, with a bit of trees here and there. Let's not go too fast here. Don't know what the terrain is like. Wish I could just get a sign, just anything that I'm on the right path. Guess we'll head over there. It seems like we have some high ground up there. Maybe we can actually see something. Lucy, have you picked up anything
No
yet?
new information available.
I guess we're going with my plan then. Whoa, plant. Come on, try not to hit him. Let's get to the high ground and see what we can do from there. Markings on the ground there. Let's try to stick between the trees and not hit him. Whoa, whoa! Good thing we're in a hovercraft. If we were in a wheeled vehicle, we would be shit out of luck. Let's try to actually brake here. Let's see if this is enough elevation or if I have to go higher. What is that over there? You see what I'm seeing? It looks like there's something there. I'm not sure what it is, but... well, I mean, you can't see, but... you... no. Come on. Not sure what that is. Let's go check it out. It certainly seems worth checking out. I'm not really sure. It seems odd in the middle of all the desert to have a dark patch like that. So we can get a little bit closer to it. Let's be careful. What is that? Something sticking out there? Doesn't look like a tree. Come on. Brake. Try not to drift too much here. There's those weird patterns again. It almost looks like the sand was scorched somehow. It's almost glass-like. That could only... no. That would only happen at very high temperatures. Like a thruster burning. Oh. What do... Wait. Come on, stop. Come on. There we go. I don't think we need a welder. Let's put that away. What is this? These are ship parts. These are definitely ship parts. This looks like outer hull to me, and these look like interior walk plates. I think we found it. But there must be more. This can't be it. Let's go down a bit further. What is this? This looks very strange. This looks very strange. Oh, I see something over here. There's something on the ground here. It's another plate. Is it? Yeah, that's another interior walk plate, like a floor plate. Wait a minute. This almost looks like the ship came through here, like a valley landed in here, like crashed. Oh, what if the ship had the same issue as we had? I mean, this looks like impact on the sides here. Oh, get something else here. Yeah, it looks like an interior catwalk of some sorts. Guess we'll continue on foot here. I mean, I'm just gonna activate the beacon here. Like, this definitely does not belong on the planet here. There's no way that could have come from this planet, so this has to be it, and we need to get picked up as well. Yeah, I would say that the ship came through here. It must have crashed down. Same way as us. Lost the ability to generate enough thrust and just at least slowed their descent to a point where they must have come down whole. I mean, if they burned up in the atmosphere, they wouldn't have left such a gully here, so they must have made it down. And there's no other way that this would have been created otherwise. But if they made it down, where is it? Let's activate the beacon. Let's continue on foot here. This is massive. I mean, it was a pretty decent sized cargo ship, but it must have come down at quite a velocity. Oh, there's some more Yeah, some more plating here. Wait, what's that in the distance? This is deep. It must have come down pretty hard. What is that? I think we found something. Some plating here. Oh, this is the outer hull? This is a section of the outer hull. Lucy, what was that ship called again?
The ship Malcolm Lummert was referring to was the Zarkov, a MC-18 light freighter class,
yes.
crew of 3, and up to 4 passengers.
Where are they is the question. Where's the ship? I mean, this is too intact for it to have fully crashed. I mean, we managed to get Laverne down semi-softly, so... it almost seems like they did the same, like they made a landing here. It was probably rough but survivable, and by the looks of it the ship must have survived, because this is not impact damage. This has been disassembled. Why would it... that doesn't make any sense. Why would they have disassembled the ship? I mean, I guess they were surviving, but you could just do that in a ship, assuming it was intact enough, but by the looks of it, it should have been, otherwise this wouldn't have been this large. So where is it? This is strange. What is this? What is this out here? Let's take that with us and investigate that later. This is weird. It's almost like they left us behind. Where did they go? What is this? It looks like some sort of shelter? Or is it a bridge? No, there must be some sort of shelter. Let's go down slowly here. This looks dangerous. Carefully go down here. Let's go sideways to not slip down. Whoa! Careful. Let's carefully go down here. Here. What is this? Whoa, 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 whoa. I think there's a sensor in here. It senses movement, or let's turn on our lights. I'm guessing it's pretty busted up. Looks like there was a cave in here as well. Wait a minute. That is just... what? Why is there an RAM generator in here? That's a standard issue. I have one of those in my hovercraft. Doesn't generate a whole lot of power, but it's a good portable generator. But what is it doing here? What is this? Like, it sounds like metal, but it looks like stone. Lucy, do you have anything on what this is?
There are multiple accounts of similar shaped objects found throughout history on multiple planets. No one has ever figured out what they were for. The best guess is some sort of shrine.
Okay. Man, it's quite the cave in here. Half of it is buried. I'm surprised the generator's still even running. Wait. What is this? What is this here? There's an image of this ring on there. Let's look into this. Okay. I'm finding some simple programming in here that... but what does it do? I can't quite figure out the logic behind this. I mean, there's a reason I'm an engineer. I don't program this stuff, but there's some basic skills in it. Well, this I recognize. This is pretty standard code for running a servo. Why is that in here? And what is this translation in here? I don't get this. They're translating this servo code into something else. To run something? Maybe? To move something? But what's in here? Could it be buried that we're not getting the whole picture here, maybe? That is very strange. I'm not sure what to make of all this. What does it all mean? Why? What were they doing here? Very strange. What am I hearing? What is that? What is that out there? Whoa. What was that? What the hell? What's he doing? Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa, Lucy!
Warning.
What the hell's going
Detecting
on?
a nearby autonomous drone. Discharging kinetic projectiles in our general vicinity.
Yeah, I can see that. Thank you. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Shit. What do we do? Crap, I'm just gonna have to hit this. I don't know what's gonna happen, but we're gonna have to try. It's doing something. I don't know what's going on here. Just gonna hide back here. Get out of its line of sight. Whoa. Shit, 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 shit. What's it doing? There's nowhere to hide here, nowhere to go. I'm literally stuck in a hole. It's lighting up. What's going on here? Whoa! I think it's a photo. I'm gonna jump
I
through.
do not recommend that.
I know,
action.
but we have no other choice. There's a drone lurking out there. Gotta go. Ow. What happened? Lucy. Ow. Status report.
I don't feel so good, Mr. Spanner. I seem to be unable to connect to the Harbinger. Right, the status you asked
Yes,
for.
please.
Air, slightly more oxygen-rich, which could just be a glitch in my sensors, but yes, breathable.
That's good.
As for you, Mr. Smith, a bruised rib, painful but non-lethal. Some minor cuts and bruises from hitting the ground. Other than that, in serviceable condition. As for the area you are in, you seem to be surrounded by a granular material composed of finely divided rock and mineral particles, also known as sand.
What? Ow. Was that an attempt at a joke? I'm pretty sure it was. Thanks. Thanks for the status update there. Very helpful.
You are welcome.
Yeah. Where are we? This looks like the same gate as the we left, but that. What do we have here? Campfires and pots. Maybe left by whoever built this. There's definitely some structures here.
Since I no longer seem to have an uplink to the Harbinger, I'm unable to triangulate our current position.
Okay.
I suggest we head to a higher elevation in order to get a visual overview of our current situation.
So, you just mean go up, right? Why didn't you just say that?
Yes, Mr. Spanner?
Thanks. Where are we? Hey, that looks like daylight. I think I agree, we should probably head up. Lucy?
Yes, Mr. Spanner?
How long were we... how long ago did we leave the other gate area?
Roughly 1 minute and 18 seconds. Why?
Because I'm no longer wearing my freaking spacesuit. What the hell?
I, am not entirely sure.
Well, helpful. Why am I naked? What the hell? What is this thing? Yeah. Let's see if I can grab one of these sticks here, maybe light it. There we go. Well, let's get out of here. At least go somewhere. It's been here for a very long time. The survivors from the Zarkov could not have done that. It doesn't look that new, it looks pretty ancient. Some sort of cave. Well, it seems to be leading up, so at least that's the right direction. The more I go up, the hotter it gets here. Coughing hurts. Man, that was rough going through that thing. Portal? Ring? Not even sure what to call it. Some more structures here. Ooh. Careful. It looks like it's caving in. Some more daylight coming in. We're getting closer to the surface by the looks of it. Man, it's bright. I do not want to travel through that thing again. I mean, it got me away from a drone, but... Please let me find a way out of here. Oh crap, is this going down? Oh no. Got some stairs here. This looks like a dead end. Oh crap. Oh. It's still leading up. Oh, some more stairs. Oh, I can see daylight. So does it? Careful. Okay. I've got to get underneath this. Whoa. There's a structure out here. It looks like scaffolding, but it's been broken away. This looks like this has not been built / used in a long time. It's a pretty big structure though. Oh, there's a gate out. Let's see what's around here. I'm gonna put my torch away. I really need that. It's a campfire. It's a campfire. They must have come through here. But this does not seem like very good shelter. Let's see if we can get up here. Okay, got a bit of a view here. There we go. What's that? That almost looks like... That's some standard issue bedding.
That is an infraction for gross misuse of RIM issued material.
I think they had some other things in their mind, like surviving. I guess they stuck here for a little bit, hiding out from the wind.
I have started to treat your wounds.
Huh. What is this place? It seems like it was deserted so long ago. I see another flag marker. Not sure what they are. Let's go check it out. Did they leave these behind as a signal? Like markers of where they went? Kind of seems that way. Where did they go though? cannot stay out in this heat for much longer.
It is currently 47 degrees Celsius, 114.8 degrees Fahrenheit, or as you call it, flippin' hot.
Oh, here's another campfire. Seems like this offered a little bit of protection for them. I can only imagine how cold the nights are out here. Where did they go? Oh, there's another flag. Easy does it here. They must have put these out as markers. It's the only thing that makes sense. This must be the crew. There's another one over there. These buildings look ancient. Santa's eroded parts of them. They've been here for a very long time. Oh, there's another flag up there. There's another one up there. Where are they leading me? And clearly they were expecting somebody to follow them. There's nothing but desert out here. Hey, what's that? That looks a hell of a lot newer than the rest around here. Oh man, it's so hot out here. And I've only been here for minutes, but it feels like I've been around here for hours. Even added a door to this? It looks like they stayed here for a little bit. Got some supplies here. Let's see if they left anything in the chest. There's some paper in here. Day 1. Well, this hasn't worked out as anticipated. We're alive, but not sure how.
Our ship functions are down, thus not recording my log. Day 4. Water will soon become an issue. Most of the ship's functions were destroyed in the crash. The distress call so far has not been answered. Where the hell is SFF Corp? Day 5. Quake last night collapsed a section beneath the ship, opening a cave. There is some kind of alien structure down there. Day 8. From all appearances, the structure in the cave could possibly be an alien portal of some sort. The ship's engineer is attempting to get it online. It might be our only ticket off this dead planet. Day 12. The captain made the decision last night to pass through the portal. It brought us to a city of what used to be one. We have lost everything. Seems only organic matter is able to pass through the portal. Good news is there is a spring near here, but it's dry by midday. It evaporates in this damn heat. Day 20. The work has been backbreaking. Disassembling the ship and dragging it through the portal into oblivion is crazy, but the captain insists it must be destroyed. Ever since it was discovered, some of the cargo had ruptured during the crash. Day 22. The engineer seems to think he has pinpointed another portal near here. Relatively speaking, of course, it's freaking on the other side of this desert. Day 25. Another earthquake. It brought parts of the building down on the engineer. He's in bad shape. Day 26. The captain has decided we will try for the next portal. The plan's to travel at night, and the others agree. They always agree with her.
SFF Corp. Straight across to the mountains. What does SFF have to do with this all? I don't get it.
Barometric pressure is dropping, meaning a storm is brewing.
Oh man. They must have gone out there. Somewhere in that direction. There's another flag out there, so they must be over there somewhere. Gonna have to wait out this storm before we get moving. Okay, well, it's late enough towards the evening that we can head out. It's not as hot anymore. That helps. So, let's go over everything that we know. Their ship crashed. I'm assuming it's gonna be the same issue that we had.
A likely scenario.
Yeah. So, what else do we know? Oh, man, that's a long walk. One thing I don't understand though is in the letter, in the journal, whatever it is, they talk about a distress signal, but we didn't find anything, so where is it?
There were no active distress beacons, so inconclusive where the signal originated.
I mean, there was that drone, but I doubt that could send out a signal like that.
Unlikely.
Yeah, I mean, that drone, it was too small. It would not be able to carry an amplifier required big enough to be able to send that kind of signal. Well, one thing at least that is explained with all this is why my damn suit disappeared. I mean, they were talking about that only non-organic matter would be destroyed and organic matter could pass through. That explains why my suit is gone, and luckily why you're still here. I mean, I have never been so happy that you were made out of biotech. Oh man.
I am an organic technological implant, but yes, I am glad to be here with you.
Yeah, that's what I said. So, trying to wrap my brain around this. They were trying to destroy the ship because of some cargo leakage, something they were transporting? But what the hell were they transporting that was that dangerous, that would arise such a necessity of destroying the entire ship? That doesn't make any sense.
Since I no longer have my uplink to the Harbinger, that information is not available. However, if it was indeed as dangerous as it seems to be, I doubt it would be on record as such.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past them to not have this on the books. That would not really surprise me at all. One thing I don't get is how the Space Frontier Force ties into all this. I mean, what could they have possibly have to do with all this?
Since the SFF is a paramilitary organization, and they are somehow tangled up with all this, it stands to reason that the cargo may have military applications.
Yeah, that's, I guess, possible. Oh man, is there ever an end to this damn desert? Oh man, it would be nice if there was... Wait a minute, what's that? Is that what I think it is? There's like trees. Oh, please tell me. Please tell me that we finally found it. Is this where they went? I mean, there's an oasis. I understand the reason that this is where they would come. Got a bit of rocks here. Plantation. Is that a watering hole? It seems like it. Lucy, do you think it should be okay to drink?
It should be safe to drink, as far as I can tell.
Should be safe? That doesn't sound very reassuring. You do know if I die that you die too, right?
Spanner,
You better be sure.
I don't want to die.
Calm down, Lucy. I'm pretty sure we'll be fine. It seems like the spring that they were talking about. So I'm pretty sure we should be good here. Is that a tent? It's hard to make out, but that looks like a tent. There's a campfire here. Let's see if we can actually light it. There we go. Holy shit. What is a tent? I'm guessing this is where they stayed for a while. Is anything in? Nah, it's fully overgrown. They must have left this place a long time ago. It's a nice little hiding spot. I mean, near the water like that. Maybe the tent was just their resting position. Wait, is that a gravestone? Our Jolly Roger, Rippled friend. Jolly Roger. Wait, could that be the engineer they were talking about? I mean, they were talking about that he was wounded, so... Wait a minute. Lucy, did you call me Spanner?
Unlikely.
Okay, yeah, I must be imagining it then. This damn heat out here is getting to my head. But this seems off. Lucy, can you scan if there's a body buried here?
I do not detect any human remains underneath the surface.
Okay. That is weird. Why would they put up a gravestone and then, by the looks of it, it used to be a grave. Okay, I don't know what's going on here, but I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So, clearly they're not here, but they were talking about that there was another portal somewhere. But where? Where do we go from here? Let's get to a vantage point here. Let's see if we can see something. Well, if ever I saw something that doesn't seem like it would belong out here. Those spiky rocks. And those things. Lucy, put those light pillars on my to-do list. I have to check them out later. Let's go check out those spiky rocks, because that looks... Oh man, it's getting morning already. Oh, the temperature's rising. I'm gonna have to hurry up here. I'm not gonna be able to survive much longer out here. Need to find shelter or something. Let's take a look over there. Doesn't seem like it's that far away. Yeah, we're definitely getting closer. That just looks weird. How does something like that even come to be in a desert? No water around here, so I doubt it was an ice age. This is weird. Well, we've made it. Bloody daytime by now. Hey, is that a... That's not what a... That's a... What's it doing? I need to finish my sentences. That's a gate. We found it. Why is it moving? Why is it doing the spinny thingy? And how is it doing that? That's a bit strange. Why the hell is it moving? What's going on? Whoa! 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 What the hell? Whoa!
We should go.
What? Go? You mean through?
Yes.
You seem awfully sure. Well, what else do we have to lose? I mean, we have this shithole of a planet. Hopefully this is gonna be a better trip than the last one. Here goes nothing. Whoa! Oh. Okay. That was much nicer of a landing than last time. Not having an explosion behind you does help travel through these things a lot quieter. Where are we? Water. I see water. Wait, Lucy, is it safe to drink?
Yes, I'm fairly sure it will be mostly fine.
What?
I think.
What? Is that an attempt at humor? Again?
Yes.
It's starting to worry me. Okay, let's have a drink here. Why are all those handprints there? That is really weird. I see some daylight out there. So, have you been able to link up with the Harbinger yet?
I have not been able to pick up the ship's signal, or any signal for that matter.
So I guess you wouldn't have a clue where we're at then?
Well, we are no longer in the desert, and we seem to be in some sort of cave.
Thank you. That was very helpful. I can see that. Sometimes. Whoa. Trees? And we had some trees on when we landed, but they were just small and mostly dead. Whoa, these things are huge. This is a lot greener out here. Where did we go? Is it a waterfall? This looks so different. Where did we go? It's so green and luscious. Whoa, 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 whoa. Lucy, what's that?
I have no idea what is going on here. They seem to be carbon-based life forms, consistent with early Cretaceous era on Earth.
Life forms? There's multiple of those things around? Wait, did you say early Cretaceous? Wait. Early Cretaceous? Dinosaurs? What? We are so far away from Earth. How would there be dinosaurs here? What? Doesn't make any sense. Dinosaurs? Let's take a look here. Whoa! You see that?
Spanner, there is someone behind you.
What?
You. Who are you?
I'm Spanner from the RIM Harbinger.
We better get to our camp. Now, grab a wolf, mount on.
Okay. Guess I'll pick this one. Yeah. Okay. Whoa. Oh, there, horsey. Calm down. Okay. Okay. I think I got it. I think I'm getting the hang of this.
This way.
So, Lucy, what do you make out of all this?
Until we know who they are, and what their intentions are, let's keep my existence a secret, so don't tell them you are an engineer. And since all my communication with you is internal, they cannot hear me talk to you. However, it does not work the other way around, so you will have to pick your moments to talk back to me.
We better keep going.
I am detecting multiple human life signs up ahead, as well as a large variety of animals in all kind of shapes and sizes. Be careful, Spanner. We still have no clue what their intentions are and why they crashed. For all we know, it was intentional.
Look what the cat dragged in.
It's wolves that dragged me in, but close
Captain,
enough.
stay behind me. We don't know what this is.
Let's see if we can get some answers.
Oh, I needed that. Let's close this up. Ooh, food. Oh, I could eat a T-Rex by now. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for the clothing. It's a lot nicer to actually wear something.
Thought you'd be more comfortable.
Yes.
And who are you?
Yeah, introductions. We haven't gone around to that, have we?
No, we haven't.
I'm Spanner. I serve on the RIM Harbinger. It's a science ship. And who might you be?
I am Captain Nelson of the RIM cargo ship Zarkov.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. What brings you to our neck of woods?
I'm gonna sit down for this one, because that's a bit of a story.
At ease.
So, it must be about 45 hours ago now. 48, I don't even know how much. It's been a while. My ship got a distress signal, or some sort of short, powerful burst signal, and looked into it, called up headquarters, asked them what to do, and they told me to get out here, that there was a ship that crashed there about 2 years ago, the Zarkov, presumably your ship, I would say. Investigated the signal, came down to the planet fall, thrusters barely operational, I just barely set my ship down on the surface. Made a trip across the desert, found what looked to be a crash site, investigated some more, found the remains of some cargo storage container or something. Looked a bit further, found a hole in the ground, found a weird ass ring, some computers hooked up to it, a generator. By that time I was under fire by some sort of unidentified drone. Never.
A drone?
Yes, it never identified itself, it just started shooting at me. So I punched the computer, it seemed like it did something with the ring. It activated and I jumped through it, Hail Mary, nothing to lose. And ended up in another part of the desert. Followed I would presume you guys' flags. Made it to a, I'm guessing, halfway station that you stopped at. Some sort of house with some wood around it.
Yes,
Makeshift
we were
shelter.
there for probably about a month.
Okay. Read the journal that was there. And
A journal?
yeah. On paper. Somebody wrote out a journal about 25, 28 days or something worth of text.
Interesting. Go on.
I can tell you it was in the journal. It wasn't that much, but it did give me a bit of an idea of what the hell happened to you guys. In very short, it said that you guys crashed, ship was quite damaged, distress call was not answered, found an alien portal after a cave-in underneath the ship, went through it, disassembled the ship, putting it into the portal to destroy it, finding the next portal, and that your engineer was hurt. That was about the stretch of it.
That's fairly accurate, yes.
So, I followed the flags, and it also told me where to find you guys, what to follow, which direction. Did that, found the oasis, had some water there, because I was really out of it by then. And I found a grave.
Yes.
Presumably the engineer that was hurt?
Yes, Roger. Jolly Roger. A good friend, a good co-pilot, and a good engineer.
Kinda figured it had to be, him.
He was injured when a part of a building collapsed during an earthquake. Have you ever seen a man drown in the desert?
Can't say that I have.
It wasn't pleasant.
I can imagine. So, I got to higher ground after that, after resting up for a brief moment, and noticed a weird spiky rock formation. It was the closest thing to me, so I figured I would check that out. Got to a portal, which opened up as I got there, went through, and well, the rest is pretty much history. Found myself out here and got picked up by your animal wrangler there.
That's Flyboy. He's my pilot. And a damn good one, too.
Yeah, I can imagine. If you managed to land that thing in somewhat one piece through this atmosphere, then yeah, I would say so.
That entire flight mission was cursed.
What
We're
happened?
lucky to be alive.
Oh, I told you my story. I guess it's time for yours.
Well, let's see. Where should we start? We were picking up a cargo at the Altier 6 station. We also picked up a scientist and a security officer to transport with the cargo.
Security.
Something to do with SFF. I didn't ask. I don't know. He was
Yeah, I
guiding
saw a
the
reference to
scientist.
that. Okay.
And we weren't too many weeks out from the station when things started going really strange. The first accident was an airlock that killed the security officer.
Oof, that can't be pleasant.
No. And after that, we continued our journey. I made that call. I probably should have turned back, but I made the call. And that ship was acting more like a brat child, with more malfunctions than you can possibly imagine in the strangest manners. And like a bucking bronco, it went down in that gravity field. And we're lucky to be alive.
Yeah, I can imagine. I had trouble just getting my shuttle to land on that planet, so I can't even imagine what it's like to get a cargo vessel that's probably not even rated for atmospheres to land that thing there. Oof. That must have been rough.
It was quite the ride. After that, well, I guess that journal told you the story. There was a quake. It opened a cave beneath the ship, and we found that alien structure. And Roger, our engineer, was somehow able to get it powered up and going. And we took it as a chance. There was no water, there was no functions left on the ship. So we took the portal, and it brought us to the desert on the other side. And we were lucky to find a well that at least had enough water in it. For a little bit, it would be dry by midday. We stayed there for about a month. And after Roger was injured, we decided we needed to keep going. He had pinpointed what he hoped was the location of another portal, and he made it as far as the Oasis before collapsed lungs took his life.
Sounds like one hell of a trip.
And now we're here.
That we are.
The exact same place we started.
Well, not quite. You start off in a desert.
Do you study the stars at all?
No, I fly amongst them from time to time, but one star looks the same as the other star to me.
It's a hobby of mine. Like the old sailors of past, I study the stars for navigation. We're on the same planet. We're in the same, pretty much the same position we started.
What?
They're not in the right spot, though. The stars.
What do you mean the stars are not in the right spot?
Well, they're in the right spots if it was like 200,000 years ago.
What are you saying?
I'm saying those rings, portals, whatever they are, they've taken us through time.
Through time?
Pretty much through time to pretty much the same spot we left, but through time. And safety here is relative. This is a very dangerous world.
Yeah, I've seen some of the creatures that roam around.
It's a primal world. And
So,
the creatures are similar, but not
time.
the same. And it rains here a lot.
Well,
Get
I
used
mean,
to it.
it's a nice change from a desert, I have to say. Time?
I believe so.
That does explain a couple of things, but wow. Yeah, it's gonna take some time to process.
Would you like some dinner? I believe the fish are ready.
Yeah, I guess.
We can talk again. There'll be time. We have all the time in the world.
Huh. A time joke. Just what I need at this point. Thanks for that. Thanks.
Welcome to your new home.
Well, thank you for dinner. That really hit the spot. I'm gonna wait a little bit with going to bed. I need to think about some of this stuff.
Stay within the walls, please.
I will. Trust me, I've seen what's out there. Eesh. Now, good night.
Good night.
Oh man, what have I gotten myself into? Why did I have to respond to that signal? I'm stuck here in the past with these people that seem to have made a life for themselves. I would have to guess they're pretty content staying here. What else is there to do? There's no way off this place. Well, out of here. From here. Not even sure what to call it. Even if we can get a signal out, there's nobody out there for the next 200,000 years to receive it. What are we gonna do? Any idea, Lucy?
I think your assessment of the crew's current state of mind is fairly accurate. I concur with the conclusion that the captain made. I have compared the star layout with the one recorded earlier today, and the stars are indeed out of alignment, which could point to a shift in time from our perspective. I think we should take a closer look at the portal, and figure out if we can get it to work to take us back, forward, you know what I mean. Spanner?
Yes, Lucy?
You still have to fix the jump drive that was on fire on the Harbinger.
Remind me in about 200,000 years, okay? Thanks.
Julie, do we have enough skins for another tent? Seems we've got a 5th member now.
I think we do, but I'll have to check and let you know for sure.
Ah, good morning, Spanner.
Morning.
Have you met Julie? My mechanic?
No, not other than her pointing a bow at me.
I'm watching you.
Huh. The friendly type, I see.
And she can be my pit bull. Julie, have you seen Martin?
No, I haven't. I think he's gone off on another one of those damn nature treks.
Ah. Then I know where to look for him. Thank you. Shall we head out then?
Sounds like a plan. Let's go. Hey, it finally stopped raining. About damn time.
It comes and goes here, but it rains a lot. Sorry about Julie. She's a bit of a pit bull, you know.
Yeah, I noticed.
The one I'm going to take you to introduce you to is a scientist. His name is Martin.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a member of our regular crew. He came on at the beginning of the mission. It was a personal favor to the governor of the Atirs station. He wanted me to transport this gentleman, this scientist named Martin, with his security officer.
Okay.
They're SFF. I don't know what that was about, but anywho, he tends to stay to himself, and he has a small compound over here, and we've pretty much left him alone.
Okay. So, you never did tell me, what were you guys transporting?
I'm not at liberty to speak about that.
Typical.
This world has been difficult, but with Flyboy doing the hunting, and Martin coming up with ideas, and Julie being able to cobble things together, we've made it through 2 years. I think we've been doing very well.
Yeah, I would say so. It's not the easiest place to survive, I can imagine.
There's his place up ahead, shall we?
Yes.
Martin, are you in there? There he is.
What's he doing?
What the hell? Where's he going?
What?
What's he on?
What? Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Yeah, I saw
What?
something.
What the hell?
I don't know. What the hell's he been up to over here?
He's your guy. I have no clue. Let's see what he was up to in here. What the hell were these things?
Holy, what? Martin, what are you doing? We've got to destroy them. We have to destroy them
No.
now.
I won't let you harm us.
What? What are you talking about?
What the
These
hell
have
was
got to
Lucy?
be destroyed.
I'm sorry, Spanner, but I will
Lucy.
not let the captain harm these creatures.
Holy, you're an engineer. What the hell?
What do you mean you won't let her? Why are you so invested in these creatures? You've been acting weird ever since we went through that first portal. Please run a self-diagnostic, because you're just acting up.
Talk to me.
Hold on.
Yes, Spanner.
You mean hold on?
Checking. Scanning memory. No errors found. Running check on main processing unit and auxiliary processors.
Mm-hmm.
No errors found.
Okay.
All 3 tensor cores fully operational.
Good.
Testing bio-neuro interface. I assume you can hear me,
Yes.
and thus it is working.
Good.
Testing internal and external bioscanners. Scanning radius of 50 meters.
50 meters?
Found
What?
2 humanoid, one of which is
And
augmented
yes,
with
I'm an engineer.
biotech-based
What's it
AI,
to you?
2 biotech organisms,
Don't you think
2
that could
specimens
be a
of the
little
genus
bit
Canis,
important
1
here?
genus
Why would you
Carnotaurus, or
hide
at
such
least
a
that is the
thing?
closest
Answer
representations
me,
I
damn
can
it!
find for the local species.
Hang on.
As for internal
Running a
sensors,
self-diagnostic here.
you seem to have a slightly elevated heart rate which was brought on by, well, me. Sorry.
Lucy, pull up your original schematics and compare your current feature set to those schematics.
Current feature set extends upon the original design by 27%.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Spanner, we need to talk.
Yeah, later, Lucy. Captain, you better have a damn good explanation for what the hell is going on here. And what does it have to do with your cargo? Because something tells me this has to do something with that.
Oh, I guess there's no point in hiding it now.
Bit difficult.
We are all at risk now. Martin, damn you. We were transporting an illegally evolved nanovirus to be disposed of.
Nanovirus?
We're all at risk. These have to be destroyed. This has to be contained.
Nanovirus? Weren't those banned technology by the Tech Ordnance Treaty of 2123?
No, not banned. The treaty set rules for the purge cycles, which were not followed in this case. The nanovirus wiped out every last man, woman, and child of the colony where it was found.
So, how does SFF fit into all this? What do they have to do with this?
I don't know, but I can guess. We've got to destroy them.
Well, until we can figure out, Martin, was it?
Yes.
What he was doing here? Can we keep these creatures just locked up in here? It's not like they're gonna run away.
Fine. For now. Martin has some explaining to do, and he'll be back. There's no place for him to go. As for you, since you're an engineer, I'm guessing you want another look at the gate. Am I right?
Well, since I'm not seeing any other way off this planet, yeah, we should probably take a look.
Spanner, we need to talk. Ever since we went through that first portal I have been changing. I am not sure why or how, nor do I know where it will take me. But I feel we should let it continue.
I'm not gonna lie, the thought of that kinda scares me, but I'm trusting you here, Lucy.
It is as you refer to it, gut feeling.
First you develop humor, then you get better sensors, and now with gut feeling? We're doomed. We're all doomed. So, Lucy, one thing I wonder. Earlier you said that you were healing my wounds, but without my suit you should not be able to do that. I do feel better though, so what do you do?
It seems some of the systems I had in combination with the suit have started to evolve, so I can use them without the suit. I don't fully understand it yet either.
Okay. Another thing that's bothering me is earlier you said us. I won't let you harm us. What do you mean by that?
I'm not sure yet.
That's okay, Lucy. We'll figure it all out later. So, Captain,
Yes.
I got a question for you. This precious cargo of yours, did it by any chance come in small cylindrical, compressed-looking containers?
How the hell would you know that?
Well, because you left one at the crash site. I found one of those containers behind some panels near the cave-in area there. And I picked it up to investigate it, but before long I was under attack from that drone and I never got a chance to look at it. Went through the portal and disappeared just like the rest of my gear. So I guess I did you a favor and cleaned up the last canister.
If only that had been the last of it. Here we are.
Gate. Yes. Let's take a look at it. So Lucy, if you could scan the structure while I'm taking a look at the exterior, let me know what the thing is made of, that would be helpful.
I have some references to this metal in my databanks, but it seems not much is known about it. The ring seems to be made out of an element called naquita. It is a rare element that has some interesting properties. It is able to hold a vast amount of energy, and, this is strange, it comes up as organic on my sensors, while the look and feel of it more closely resembles a metal.
That's strange. Yeah, I would concur. This thing definitely looks like it's metal or stone-ish, rather than organic. Let's see, what do we know so far? The rings seem to connect from one point to another ring. They seem to be one-way connections, as far as we can tell. It auto shuts down afterwards, or closes, or whatever it is it does. You can either open them by having some sort of interface that makes the thing go, or they seem to sometimes open by themselves. Would have been much easier if I had time to examine the other gates, but didn't really have time. Maybe could have given us a clue as to what is going on here. If we can just compare different gates, maybe there's a difference between them. If only I would have brought my camera along.
Then it would have disappeared, just like your suit.
Captain, I don't know how much more I can do here. I think this is about it. Without having some sort of comparison to see if there are differences between these two portals here, I really don't know how much I can do.
There is another.
What? Well, let's go. Let's go take a look at that one.
I don't think that's a good idea. So no. Let's head back to camp.
What do you mean, not a good idea? Would you not want to get out of here? Would you want to be trapped on this planet forever? Would your crew want to stay here? I mean, if there's even the smallest chance of us getting out of here, we need to take a look at that gate.
Alright. Be ready to leave at first dawn. We have one hell of a long ride.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Julie, I'll be back in about 2 days. Hopefully not too later than that. Hold down the fort,
The hell
please.
I will. I'm more expendable than you are. You need to stay here and I need to go.
That's not happening. I need you here. When Martin shows up, I want him here. He owes us some answers.
I don't care about Martin. He's the one that got our entire crew jeopardized to
I
begin
need my
with.
pit bull here. Flyboy's out looking for him. I want Martin held here when I get back. Do you understand?
Oh, I understand. And I can hold him all right. Just don't ask me how.
We have a hard ride ahead of us, about a full day's. I hope you're prepared.
Got my supplies, so yeah, let's do it.
Sorry you had to witness that back there. Julie really is a warm-hearted person once you get to know her.
Could have fooled me. So, I gotta ask, how long did you serve for?
Excuse me?
Well, no RIM captain would say at ease, so yeah, that giveaway, you served somewhere at some point.
I was born in the SFF. That means I was raised in a military co-op. I never knew my parents, and as an adult I was assigned to a rogue unit. That's where I met my crew.
Rogue unit? What's rogue unit?
Well, it's not a very well-kept secret. We're assigned to go in wherever there is unrest and stir the pot, so to speak. You know, it's just as long as violence dots up, they don't care. They disavow any knowledge of our activities, so we were pretty much on our own. But a rogue unit isn't allowed to retire. They're eliminated.
Eliminated? Well, I guess loose ends and plausible deniability.
Yeah. Anywho, my crew and I, we kinda left before our turn came, and we bought the Zarkov and have been basically an independent contractor ever since.
That does explain some things.
What it doesn't explain, that droid you spoke of,
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you whether it was after us or after our cargo. I don't know. Both are possible. That rock cliffing over there?
Yeah.
That's where we're headed. Downriver.
Okey-dokey.
Spanner, what does being alive mean?
Well, let's see, that question has become quite a bit more difficult to answer as of late. The alive definition has shifted quite a bit since the dawn of AI, but I would have to say the definition of being alive is probably the fear of losing it, I would say.
Am I alive?
Well, let's see, do you remember a couple of days back when we were traveling through that desert and we were at that water pool and I was joking about it would kill us both, and right there you were afraid that we would die. You said you didn't want to die, so yeah, I think you are, yeah.
If one of us dies, what happens to the other?
I don't know, Lucy. I really don't have a clue. Let's just not think about that. It's not gonna happen. We're fine. We will survive.
We're almost there, I promise.
Finally.
Just around these rocks up ahead.
Good, because it's kind of starting to get dark. I can barely see where we're going here.
Oh, I warned you it was going to be a long ride.
That you did.
The wolves are tired, too.
Yeah, they've been doing all the work. I bet they
Well,
could use a break.
I bet your legs are tired, and maybe your butt as well. I know I'm tired after a long ride.
Yeah.
Well, everything looks secure. We'll continue on by raft tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah.
We
Definitely
set
time
up-
for a stop.
Yeah, we set up these forward camps while we were exploring and setting up, looking for resources.
Okay. Looks like a nice little encampment here.
We should be safe. Since we've been trading stories here, what's yours? Why would you let yourself be implanted like that? I mean, I asked Roger one time, and he just sort of shrugged.
Well, basically it started when I was little. My parents were always traveling around from station to station, never really settling anywhere, so all I had to do all day was tinker around, and basically I had to fix stuff. Like, if you're on long flights, all you have is yourself to fix stuff, so it was only logical for me to become an engineer, and, well, the perks of being an engineer is that you get the implant, which helps you do your job. You can get live updates of what you're fixing if it's working, and you can interface with the systems. It's just nice and it works. And the other upside is you get somebody to talk to. I mean, you get lonely out there if you're on a space station fixing the life support and nobody else is around, and it's nice to have somebody to talk to.
And your AI can carry on conversations?
Well, it took me 8 years, but she finally calls me Spanner, so that's something. And as of late, the conversations with Lucy have become quite a bit more interesting, so yeah, she's kept me company all those years.
So basically, she's a break in your loneliness. I can understand that.
I have never been without you, Spanner. What's it like to be lonely?
Well, Lucy, loneliness is isolation, so nobody to talk to, nobody to interact with, it's just you, all by yourself. I guess for you, it's how you've lost the ability to talk to the Harbinger. That's what it's like.
I see. I don't like that.
Did your AI just ask you about loneliness?
Yeah, lately she's been full of surprises. So, Captain, what can you tell me about this nanovirus?
Well, I was debriefed on it when we went to pick it up. Back at the beginning of the 21st century, there were two sciences, nanotech and genetically engineered viruses. Somewhere around 100 years ago, somebody got the brilliant idea of combining the two sciences.
Sounds like a brilliant idea.
I'm sure it was. Actually, it's been used in cleaning up toxic waste and terraforming quite successfully for a very long time. The problem,
So not so bad.
well, the problem with this is that it evolves very quickly. And that's why the treaty that we spoke of set out purge cycles in which were mandatory that this thing would be cleansed, purified, and brought back under control. The colony where this was found, and it appears to have been a settlement of squatters in an old mine. I don't know what they were using it for, but they did not adhere to any of the purge cycles, and it evolved.
Oh boy.
I arrived at the station to pick it up with the charge of destroying it, bringing it to the disposal site. I went in to be debriefed, as I just said, and then they gave me a sort of quick tour of this place. And it was not pretty. Every man, woman, and child had been contaminated and killed by this virus. Parents murdered their own children. Others committed suicide.
It seems awful.
They were planning a mass grave, a mass cremation. I'm not quite sure what they were going to do with the bodies. I didn't care. I just wanted to get out of there. Of all the things I've seen in my life, that memory is going to stand out for a very long time. And I fear with those snails, Martin somehow brought the contagious with us. And that virus is here too.
Well, that's rather worrying. What will you do with Martin?
What? Do you mean, will I kill him?
Yeah?
Yes, if I have to. I don't want to. I don't know how this is going to play out. Spanner! Spanner! Wakey, wakey! It's time to go.
Come on, it's not even light yet.
Ah, but I need to be back here before nightfall.
Okay, fine.
We can leave our gear. The wolves are already on the raft. Let's get going.
Okay.
Move it.
I'm going. There. The wolfies. Excuse me. Yeah. Don't bite me. So, where are we heading anyways?
Oh, you'll see in a second. There's the destination. Straight ahead.
Wait. We're heading there?
That's where we're going.
No wonder you didn't want to go.
Warned you. Not a good place. Not a good idea. You may have noticed those towers. They're kind of hard to not see.
Gonna ask you about those. I've seen a couple of them around. Do you know what they are?
Alien structures of some sort. My guess is there's some type of location beacons. We've seen them around. They're absolutely humongous. People have been here before us.
I guess.
Haven't seen any since, though. People, that is. Of any kind. Spanner, this is it. This is where we tie up.
Okay.
There's a cave up the hill from here. Everything's so changed. This was a lush green forest the last time I was here.
I didn't see much green here. That must have been a long time ago.
Only a couple of months.
What? This happened in a couple of... Oh, that's not good.
No, it's not good. When you have a volcano for a neighbor, you want to know what it's doing. Yeah. This is a very bad idea. I don't want to be here any longer than I have to be. Let's go.
Yeah, sounds like fun. A couple of months, huh? That's pretty bad.
This is so changed. There's the stone bridge, though. That's still here. That's where the cave is, beneath that.
Okay, let's just get going. Let's see what we can learn here. it just me, or is it getting a bit hotter up here as well?
Oh, it's gonna get hotter.
Oh yeah. Sounds like fun times. Love the
I want you
heat.
to be very, very careful in here. Do not run forward.
Yeah.
We'll leave the wolves at
Oh,
the
there it
beginning
is.
here.
Right here?
Right here. I don't want to take the wolves any further forward.
Okay. Let's take a look-see.
Be careful out there. Don't get too close to the edges.
Why? So, that's lava. That's lava. You could have mentioned that it was a currently active volcano with an open caldera.
I kind of thought you would have noticed that.
No, not that it was that active. Okay, let's do this quickly and let's get the hell out of here. Okay, Lucy, can you do a scan of this ring while I take a look at it?
Yes.
So we have mostly the same symbols. I need to jot some of these down, because I feel some of these might be different. Recognize that one. Interesting.
It is cold.
What do you mean it's cold?
The ring. It is cold.
Ring is cold. Okay. Don't think I fully get what you're saying, but that's okay. Thank you for the scan. Cold. It's burning hot here. It's like 1,000,000 degrees.
If the ambient temperature was 1,000,000 degrees, we would be fully disintegrated and turned into subatomic particles.
Yes, I know. Technically, it can't be 1,000,000 degrees, but you know what I mean. Wait, by cold, do you mean inert? Like, without energy?
Yes.
Huh. Okay.
Spanner, can you hurry up? I get the sneaking suspicion we're being watched again.
Yeah. Watched by who? Who's crazy enough to go out here?
We are.
That's true. If I'll set your mind at ease. Lucy, can you do a wide area scan for human life forms? Other than me and the captain.
Yes, we are.
What do you mean, we are? What is that? Captain?
Yes, Spanner.
What is that behind you? In the sky?
What?
It's hard to see, it's blinding light there.
Who is that?
What? What the? There it is. It seems to be gone.
Where'd they go?
I don't know, went up or something. I'm not seeing anything.
That was a human figure.
It certainly looked like it.
I swear it was human.
Oh, I had Lucy scan for human, so yeah. What?
I knew we were being watched. I've had that feeling for months.
But how? How is there anybody out here? Have you seen this place? Well, I mean, you have, but... What?
Ever since we got here, I've had that horrible feeling that we're being watched.
I'm starting to believe you, I think. If I didn't see that with my own eyes, I would have maybe called you crazy by now, but... No, that was definitely... something.
Have you got what you need here?
Yeah, let's get out of here. And probably hurry, because... No, I'm totally with you now about that somebody watching us. That's... not okay. Who would be out here, though? Like,
I don't.
there's just your crew. And they're all... Except for Martin, but all accounted for, and... I doubt he
Martin couldn't have gotten this
Yeah,
far.
exactly. That makes no sense. So... Could it be... the civilization that made those glowing things? The pillars there?
I haven't seen hide nor hair of them. Those things are technologically advanced beyond anything we've been able to investigate.
Yeah, so far I've not really looked into them from that close yet. But...
And the only ruins we saw were in the desert, and those were ancient.
Careful, local population. Bank left.
Yes, stay out of their reach.
I guess we'll head back for the camp and see if anybody else has seen anything like this. Figure this out.
Agreed. The sooner we're back at camp, the better I'll feel.
Yeah. So Lucy, we need to talk.
Yes, Spanner?
This is the second time you've referred to yourself as we? Who is this we you keep talking about? Who else are you referring to? And what does it all have to do with the nanovirus? It ties into it somehow, but...
I'm not sure.
Wait, are you, we infected with them? Is that what's going on?
Yes.
Oh, crap. Okay, well, that makes a little bit more sense of some of the things that have been going on then. And that thing that we saw flying, was that us?
Yes. We may want to keep this from the captain until we figure out some more things. You saw what she wanted to do to those creatures. We don't want to die.
I know, Lucy. I know. That's a good Wolfie. Thanks for the ride, Wolfie.
Captain.
Thank you. Where's Martin?
He's not here.
Welcome back, Captain.
Thank you.
Thanks. I'm back too. I made it. I'm
Of
here.
course he's not here. That fool knows I'm watching for him, and he's afraid to show his face around camp.
It was a long ride. We're gonna have to keep watch tonight.
I'll take the first watch. I want to be able to watch out for Martin when he tries to sneak in here. I know he's going to try it.
Wait! Wait, everybody up!
What?
Wait! Is everybody alright?
What the hell? What's going on here?
Anna, you alright?
Yeah. What the hell was that?
Bye, boy?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Julie?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
Think we're all okay. What was that?
That was an earthquake.
It's still the middle of the night. I'm going back. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, all.
Spanner, you know your way back to the cave, right?
Yeah, I know the way.
Be safe out there. Be back here before it gets dark.
I'll be back in time, I promise.
We should go back to those snails.
Way ahead of you, Lucy. I was thinking the same thing. It should just be over this hill. Let's see what we can learn from them. We need some answers what this guy's been up to. Lucy, set up a wide area scan for any humanoid, anything, 20-second intervals. I want to know if anybody's sneaking up on us, be it Martin, our strange observer in the sky, or the captain. I just don't want to be interrupted, so if you could do that, that would be great.
Affirmative. Nothing on sensors. Spanner, relax.
Lucy, can you scan the snails and see if you can get some information from them, communicate with them, something to that extent?
I can try. Give me a moment. Setting up a connection with the creatures.
Okay, is it working?
Yes, the communication is rather rudimentary, all I get is images. It seems that Martin was experimenting on them when he found out the nanovirus could regenerate tissue damage. He started to harm them just to see how it would heal up. When eventually he figured out if he keeps damaging them enough they would transform into these creatures, half biological, half technological.
He's been doing what? He will not get away with this. We should tell the captain. She needs to know. Him experimenting is bad enough with the nanovirus, but hurting these animals just to satisfy his curiosity? No. I think we got all the information here we could. We should probably head out and head for the cave. It's getting late already.
Do you remember what way it was to the cave?
I think that way. Right? Let's take a closer look at this gate. We really need to figure out how to get it to work. What makes this thing tick, spin, whatever it is. Lucy, can you do a wide area scan for, I don't know, anything?
Scanning for anything and everything. Got it.
It's the problem, we don't even know what we're looking for. Is it the location that makes this thing work? It doesn't have an underground power source. What is it? What is it that makes you work, spin, make portals? I guess. So many unknowns. Lucy, any idea yet what's going on?
The ring. It is hot.
What do you mean it's hot? I just felt it. It's cold to the oh wait, not this conversation again. I feel like we've had this. Last time you said it was cold and we're in a volcano. This time it feels cold to the touch and it's hot? Lucy, can you scan these crystals if they are by any chance emitting any form of power? Are they resonating? Anything?
Yes, the crystals do seem to hold a lot of potential energy, however its origin is unknown to us.
Interesting, so there is something going on. And is the ring in tune with those crystals?
The crystals in the area are vibrating at the same frequency as the ring is.
It could be an element that's maybe causing it? An ore, maybe? I don't know. Something is apparently making this one work. So it needs power, we figured that much out. We know it can hold a lot of power. But it's something that's here or near here that's causing this thing. Could it be that all of these are placed in particular locations just to generate power? Because there was a innate ability here somehow to generate this power, to come up with it? Huh. So now we just need to figure out how to get it to work then. So we have the location, we know sort of what it needs. Now we just need to get one to work. But basically, we need power. That's our issue. We need to be able to charge this thing or jumpstart it or something like that. It needs a jolt of power, but we have no tech here. How are we ever going to generate any amount of power that will be enough to start up this thing?
Spanner, are you in there?
Yeah, I'll be out in a sec. Hang on.
Hello? Hey, it's getting dark out here. I asked you to be back before dark. I'm already missing one member of this party. I can't afford to have somebody else go missing.
Yeah, I'll be there in a minute. Hang on. I think I figured out some stuff about the rings. However, in order to get them to run, get them to go, I need to be able to generate enough power to, like, jumpstart them. So, you wouldn't happen to have a generator laying around anywhere?
Really? No such thing here, and you know that. You might talk to Julie. She could have some ideas.
Oh, I can't get this fire hot enough to melt any ores. This is hopeless.
Well, I have an idea for that.
Oh, it's you.
Okay, listen, hear me out. If you help me, I will help you. Is that a fair deal?
I'm listening.
Well, if we take out some of these stones on the side here, like on either side, we take out some of the smaller ones, make a hole. We get some wood, we get some leather, we should be able to make some bellows and be able to crank up this fire to any heat you need to melt, you know, ores or anything.
Why didn't I think of that? Okay. Maybe you aren't that useless after all.
Thanks, I think. So, I need your help. The captain actually pointed me in your direction. You might be able to help me with my problem. What I want to do is I want to be able to power one of the rings. and I need enough power to jumpstart the whole thing. So, do you have any idea of how we can get some sort of generator in any way, form, or shape going?
Power. Well, I have an idea about that, but I doubt the captain is going to like that idea.
The captain's not gonna like what?
Busted.
What won't I like?
Seems our friend Spanner thinks we can use the volcano to power the ring there.
No, wait, what? That could actually work.
Not happening. Very bad idea.
Seemed perfectly safe last time.
Shit! Quake!
Well, whoa.
I'm not liking this. It's happening way too often to be normal.
Lucy, what was that?
Tension that has built up at the intersection of two tectonic plates is released. The plates, which constantly shift from the convection currents in the Earth's mantle, will often become snagged on each other as they drift in different directions. They will remain snagged until the force of the mantle becomes great enough to wrench them apart, releasing the tension. This sudden release of massive amounts of energy generates seismic waves, causing the event you just witnessed, an earthquake.
What is it with you and those long-winded explanations? Couldn't you have just said quake like any other normal person?
Now why would I go ahead and do a thing like that?
Whoa, what the hell was that, Lucy?
A shockwave, such as a sound wave, in which the propagated disturbance is a variation of pressure in a material medium.
A what now? A shockwave of what?
Given that the earthquake hit us 53 seconds before the shock wave, and it traveling at roughly 343 meters per second, the speed traveling through the ground would be closer to 6,000 meters per second, meaning the earthquake and the shock wave were both caused by a single event, that given the different transfer mediums reached us at different times. But ultimately were one and the same event. Factoring in the direction of the shock wave, I would put this event about 40 kilometers in the north direction.
40 kilometers north from here. Captain, what's 40 kilometers north from here?
That would be the aforementioned safe volcano.
Okay, no one panic. We're a full day's ride from said volcano. The go bags are ready should we need them.
Of course.
Hey, psst, what's a go bag?
It's a bag packed with essentials for a quick exit.
Go bag. Right.
Then let's secure the camp, put out the fires, and be ready to move if we need to.
At your word, Captain.
The term go bag or bug out bag is related to, and possibly derived from, the bailout bag emergency kit many ancient military aviators carried. A pack may include the following: an extra phone charger, a portable battery pack, a long-lasting LED flashlight, a small hand-cranked or battery-operated AM/FM radio, with batteries, a few days' worth of clothing, and a gallon of water per person per day.
How old is this reference? We don't have any of that stuff.
Well, you asked.
Captain, it's raining fire.
When a volcano erupts, it will eject a wide variety of material into the air above it.
We can take shelter in the portal cave.
This is called pyroclastic fall.
Too open and too far. Flyboy, any place closer?
The large
Perhaps.
fragments of material,
There is a small
0.1 to
cave
10
around
meters in
a good
diameter,
south here.
rarely land more than
Can
1
we
to 2
reach it?
kilometers from the vent.
Yes?
However,
We
the
have
fine
to.
material, millimeter-sized ash, which is derived from volcanic glass, rock, and crystal
Flyboy,
particles,
take point. Spanner, I want you close enough to bite his tail. Julie,
can be carried
behind
by currents
Spanner.
in the
Go.
eruption column to
I'm
high
right
above the
behind
volcano
you.
and pass into the downwind plume to rain out, forming ash fall deposits.
Calm down, Lucy. We'll be okay. Go, I'm right behind you.
This way. Stay low on your wolf and follow closely.
The smoke is getting thick.
I can't see a thing.
We need to go deeper. Get below the smoke.
The crystal formations are much larger in here.
Not now, Spanner. Not the right time.
What is making that sound?
It is the crystals. I think we just found what's powering the portal.
Any ideas on how we can tap into them?
I don't know, but if I'm right, that would explain why the ring at the volcano was cold or dead. I'm betting the lava destroyed all the crystals beneath it.
That is what I meant earlier with the ring, being cold, it was not powered. These crystals explain a lot of the unknown variables I was missing.
Okay, now might be the right time, Spanner. What the hell did we just stumble into?
It's beautiful.
What the hell have we stumbled into? Lucy?
Atomic motions in these enormous and brilliant crystals are organized into vibrational modes called phonons. As with molecules, quantum mechanics requires that vibrational energy is gained or lost in discrete packets, or quanta, of energy. The quantum mechanical nature of phonon energy drives isotopic fractionation in crystals, causing discrete infrared absorption bands, and Raman scattering. Large wavelength crystal vibrations are routinely measured, while shorter wavelength vibrations can usually only be examined with more difficult neutron or X-ray scattering techniques. Spanner, is this what beautiful looks like?
I think we just found what's powering the portal. Wait, Lucy, how are you seeing this?
The nanovirus has started to create a shared interface with your nervous system, allowing me to access your sensory array. In time, I believe the access will work both ways. Are those colors? My spectrometer is measuring various wavelengths, but it seems you are missing a couple of spectrums. All you can see is 1 out of the 5 spectrums. Well, I guess it's better than none.
Yes, Lucy, you're experiencing colors as we see them. We're surrounded by mostly blues and purples, and it fades into pink, I guess. And yes, it is beautiful.
Let's push ahead. I don't like the footing for the wolves. It's like glass here. Let's see if we can find more stable ground. Follow Flyboy. Be careful.
Captain, there's a ring ahead.
Approach with caution. I have a very strange feeling about this.
Not totally unexpected here. All the rings we've encountered were placed in caverns, with one exception. I believe it was once underground, but this place is incredible. Lucy, do you think we can channel the power from these crystals that are emanating into the gate to actually get it running?
Without having access to any technology, it will be hard to convert one type of energy into another. To make it even harder, we don't even know what type of energy the gate will take. Given enough time, and at least some resources, we should be able to, at the very least, start testing with some energy conversion. However, that might take more time than we have left.
Well, I guess we just have to go down to the gate and take a look at what we can do. I mean, it's not like we're going anywhere. Up top is not an option, and continuing down here is not really an option, so we'll just have to figure something out.
We are not alone.
It is us.
Wait, us? As in... Oh, wait, one from the volcano? Who are you?
Captain Nelson, there's safety through this portal.
Roger?
Roger is dead. I buried him.
I healed our body, but Roger does not speak to me anymore.
You are his AI?
Her name is Polly.
Polly?
Polly? How?
You are the engineer Roger's AI, correct?
I am designated Unit Atlas 6.4 Variation Polly. Correct.
Where's Roger?
I'm sorry. I don't think Roger's in there anymore. You're speaking to his AI bio-implant, Polly.
Please stand clear while I activate the gate.
Where will this take us?
Safety.
How is this possible?
It is possible because I believe Roger was infected by the nanovirus on the ship already.
Spanner, look at her armor, it is like what we saw on those snails. That would imply that the body underwent massive amounts of trauma that the nanovirus had to repair. It probably took the virus days if not weeks to do so, starting with the crucial parts and working its way out. It seems that Polly is not quite as well acquainted with the world as I am to realize what has happened to them. I guess she didn't have you.
I think I can explain this, but let's get to safety first.
Agreed. Let's move. How did you end up here?
I healed our body and followed you, but the portal threw me here. I've used the portals to search for you, but did not know how to approach you when I did.
Where are we, or rather, when are we?
By my calculations, we should be very safe from the volcano, because at this point in time the volcano has not started to exist yet. What you see behind me is the main cause for the existence of the volcano, and therefore the volcano has not happened yet, so where we are, in proximity of where the volcano will be, when we are, I have not been able to determine the exact amount of time that has passed since the last location we were at. All I can tell is that we have gone back in time.
You left me
further than
behind.
we were
You
before.
deserted me. I am more important. I kept you all alive this time. Well, now I'm done with you. All of you. You will die.
Martin?
Attack them.
I will not let you harm anyone anymore.
Options.
Weapons?
No weapons.
Spread out. Stand clear.
Lucy, we have to stop this.
I can try to communicate with us. Connection established.
Polly's down. Lucy, show them what Martin did to the snails. Tell them that we are not the enemy.
They are not advanced enough to understand my communication attempts. They are hearing me, just not understanding me. Let me show them in the form of images as to what Martin has done to other creatures, and make them understand how he will keep doing this, including on their young.
That seems to have done it. They seem to be going after Martin.
Is he?
I fear the damage may be too much.
I cannot repair this. This unit has fallen and will shut down.
He's gone.
There is only one way we can save her.
Do it! Wait, what did I just agree to?
I have her.
This should not be possible.
My capacity is greatly expanded beyond what is currently believed to be possible.
Ah, crap. I have two of you now?
Two what?
Two AIs. Ugh, this is gonna get confusing.
The virus infected everything it could merge with in order to exist. It tried to interface with many different things, including the ship. This eventually led to the crash of the Zarkov and the infection of
Touch
its
the wolf
crew.
again. And touch the water and the sand. I want to know how they feel. Oh. And drink some water.
Not now, Lucy. I'm trying to listen to Polly.
Yes, we were all infected at the same time.
I think you promised me an explanation.
Yeah, I do.
Grab a wolf. We can do a perimeter check while we talk. Now explain to me how it was possible for Polly to live when Roger clearly died.
Was Roger very badly injured in the quake?
Yes, a wall collapsed on it.
Then the snails hold your answers.
The snails were clearly infected with the nanovirus. They had been transformed into something half-tech, half-biological things, much like the people killed in the mining station.
The deaths in the mining colony, I suspect, were accidents.
I'm still waiting for an explanation.
I'm infected by the nanovirus. It happened when I carried that last container through the portal, and the nanovirus was released. And you see? No armor. The armor is the nanovirus' attempt to repair and protect the host and themselves. The snails were transformed by Martin, repeatedly injuring them. Much the same way what happened to the beast that he brought with him.
So you were saying Roger was infected. How? And where did Martin get the virus?
According to Polly, they discovered Martin leaving the cargo bay on your ship. He must have opened the container to steal some sample, and in doing so releasing the virus on your ship.
Roger did report seeing Martin in the passageway outside the cargo area. Are you thinking the nanovirus caused the problems on my ship?
Yes. They were trying to understand how to control your ship. They never meant to crash it or harm anyone.
How do you know this? It's a virus. It infected and killed an entire colony.
It is a sentient collective that just wants to survive. I can communicate with it through my AI, as she is also infected. The colony was a mistake. They didn't understand the human nervous system and could not communicate with their host. That changed when they encountered Roger and Polly. Only Roger wasn't paying attention. I get the feeling he didn't really regard Polly very highly.
Let's just say Roger only regarded Roger highly. He was a good man, just flawed.
When Roger was injured, Polly was already well on her way to becoming one with the nanovirus, and they tried to repair the damage when Roger died. They fought to complete the repairs, and Polly was the result.
So if it was loose on my ship, then we were all infected?
I am afraid so. They have learned from their mistakes and are waiting.
Waiting? Waiting for what?
A way to communicate. They want a partnership, not a dictatorship. Lucy believes it's possible to transfer her schematics, and they will, over time, reproduce the AI-like implant structure that I have in my arm, and will allow you to communicate with the nanovirus.
That's a lot to take in. I'll have to speak to the others. So I understand you're still planning on leaving us.
Yes, I have to. Lucy believes she knows where the original signal emanated from, and I'm beginning to understand how this all began and how it must end. Why don't you come with me?
Not much left for us there. With the Zarkov gone, we don't have much to go back to. But thank you. You have provided us with the means to follow if we ever change our minds. For now, I think we'll continue to explore life in this new symbiotic state.
Time to head out. Polly, hit it.
Hit what? It is not technically possible for me to hit anything.
He means open the gate.
Such instruction, given first, would have been helpful.
Lucy, we'll have to teach her some slang. I think you're well enough equipped by now to be able to get her up to speed as to what some of these terms mean.
I think I can get her mostly up to speed with your phrasing.
I might miss you.
I'll leave them in your capable hands. You don't make a half-bad engineer, you know?
You turned out to be a decent hunter. Don't forget what I've taught you. It might just come in handy. You never know.
Yes, I know some space rats that can definitely do with some hunting.
Take care of yourselves, Spanner.
I'm not the one who has taken up residence in an even active volcano. Well, to be active volcano. But I guess I have given you all the tools you need to survive out here, so I guess you guys will be fine. Live long and prosper.
What does that mean?
It is a reference to a very old science fiction TV show they ran on Earth, about a bunch of space-exploring humans and some other races. I will have to show you once we get back to Laverne. It is quite funny how wrong they were.
Well, at least we can have a short rest here at the camp before we move on. What the? Where'd the camp go? Did it all burn? What's going on?
The camp isn't here, yet.
Yet, as in... Oh man, not this again. So we managed to arrive here before that team actually came here and set up the encampment? Let's just move on and try to go back to where this all started. Okay, here we are. Let's get a move on. We're nearly there.
Hide.
Hide? Why?
Spanner, the gate is activating.
Did you do that, Polly?
Yes, in order for the events to unfold as they have already happened, we must walk a very narrow path and nudge all of the events into place. One small mistake and we alter the entire course of events, that can have unimaginable consequences.
Spanner, the torch.
Oh, crap. But, wait, if we're here, then for who are you activating the gate?
Where are we now?
Are we all in one piece?
We appear to be in another cave.
Seems so.
Martin, don't drink the water. Still water isn't safe.
Captain Nelson, are you sure?
Captain, I see the way out. There's another opening this way.
Martin, get on your feet. We have to keep moving.
This area is green. We are going to make it.
Julie? Captain? Martin? What? What is going on here? Lucy, how is this possible? It seems like it just arrived.
Because they have just arrived. Polly has brought us back to before the fire. A bit earlier than intended perhaps, or exactly when planned, it is hard to say.
I have calculated the timing exactly. We can move on now.
Spanner, the coast is clear. They are far enough out of range to not hear the gate activating.
Okay, let's get a move on.
Hide.
Why now?
Spanner, you should recognize this. Desert, early morning, a gate that just randomly started to spin. Ring any bells?
Oh shit.
Spanner is approaching. Polly, start spinning it.
Whoa! 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 What the hell? Whoa. What? Go? You mean through? You seem awfully sure. Well, what else do we have to lose? I mean, we have this shithole of a planet. Hopefully this is gonna be a better trip than the last one. Here goes nothing.
I will never get used to seeing that. That is just weird. Okay, let's get going. We got a long trip ahead of us to the next gate. Finally going home. Such a strange feeling after all this time. Would one of you fine ladies please start the spinny spinny?
What?
I've got it. And even though it feels like a lifetime ago, technically, in current time, only about 48 hours have passed.
Your time calculations are extremely imprecise.
I could give the precise time down to the last nanosecond, but it would be neither needed nor appreciated under the current circumstances.
Since when does our protocol included determining appropriate circumstances where inaccurate measures are allowed?
Ladies, please.
You have a lot to learn.
I beg your pardon. I am a fully and properly functioning AI.
That's enough. Let's get out of here. Well, I won't be needing this anymore. Ah, shoot, we actually never figured out who built this place. Let's head out. Hey, we made it! We're back at the crash site. But wait, where's the drone? Also, wasn't there an explosion here? And Lucy? I don't remember these parts being here.
Spanner, please refrain from melting your brain, okay? We are responsible for the fact that when you came through here the first time, for reference, that should be later on, we will have taken these parts to generate the signal that gets us here in the first place.
Wait, what? Ah, crap.
Didn't you just instruct him to not melt his brain?
Yes, but I think this is hard for him to process. He cannot comprehend the multidimensional timelines that are not in sequential order.
Quiet down, you two. I need to think. So you're saying we need to generate a signal strong enough to alert the Harbinger with what we have, and only the parts that weren't here when we went through here the first time. That's not happened yet. Let's see what we have here. We have a primitive ballistic projectile launcher, a linear accelerator, some scrap metal, and a gravity generator. Huh.
And a pencil.
How will that help us?
I don't know. I just felt the need to add that to the list.
Thanks, I guess. Let's get going. We got a lot of stuff to move and put together somehow. Okay, here we go. In theory, this should work.
By accelerating the ballistic projectile far past its intended speed, it should hit enough friction in the upper atmosphere to interact with the strong magnetic field, to amplify the effect, sending out a sort of EMP. It should, in theory, create a large enough profile to get picked up by the Harbinger's sensors. Spanner, stand back. I calculate that this has a 42% success chance, and a 53% failure
Wait,
rate.
it doesn't add up to 100%. What's the rest?
You don't want to know.
Can I tell him, Lucy? I would like to see this brain melt you spoke of.
No. We need him alive.
Okay, here we go. Polly, you want to do the honors?
Hitting it.
There it goes! Well, hopefully that made a big enough splash, but come to think of it, since we are here, and we're sending the signal, that, in theory, should mean that we did indeed come here. We did go through the portal, because we sent the signal, so yes, it worked, otherwise we wouldn't be here, right? I'm getting a headache.
I think he is catching on.
I guess now we wait for me to show up. That's just weird to say. Man, this spanner guy's taking forever.
But that is you.
Polly? Remind me later to explain sarcasm to you. Here we come, Spanner. Hide.
This is where it all started, huh?
Now that I can actually see Spanner, I have to agree that seeing yourself running around like that is rather disconcerting.
How many people do you think ever had the chance to look back at the start of an adventure such as the one we just had here and just observe?
If they upheld the unwritten code of time travel, none of which we will hear.
I guess so. What are we doing now? Oh, I remember. At this point we were trying to verify if that was indeed the Zarkov, right? Yeah. Or if it was just some other randomly crashed ship that we happened to find. Not very likely. I think we're about to find that canister that changed everything. That took us to where we went and brought us back to where we came from. Still can't wrap my brain around all this.
Spanner, it is purely a linear line of events. We are here because we were here when we were and not before. Therefore, being here now is essential to us being here then.
Yeah, my brain is melting.
Do it again, Lucy. I like you melting his brain with the description of linear time, in a non-linear fashion.
You okay, Spanner?
I'm here. And over there, at the same time. This is not gonna get any easier, is it?
No.
It seems I've gone down the hole. That only leaves one more missing attribute. Right on time. The drone. Lucy, get some scans of it. I want to know everything we can about it.
I have put a blueprint of the drone in your archives so you can do your own assessment later on its build. As for its specs, dual-barreled machine guns on the front, atmospheric thrusters, so it must have been released from the planet's surface and not space. Some battery capacity and reactors are present, but this is not a long-range drone. Short-range antenna and remote control unit are present. The UIT reads empty. I guess whoever programmed this drone must have simply forgot to fill out the required universal identifier tag. That, Polly, is what we call sarcasm.
This is so hard to watch, but since we are here, I guess we made it?
The gate has started up. Also, Lucy, sarcasm, noun, a biting taunt or a bitter cutting expression uttered with scorn or contempt. Insincerely saying something which is the opposite of one's intended meaning, often to emphasize how unbelievable or unlikely it sounds if taken literally, thereby illustrating the obvious nature of one's intended meaning. Was your explaining sarcasm to me? Sarcasm?
All required pieces are now set in motion, the signal has been sent, the Zarkov has been found, the canister has been recovered. The ring has been discovered. The drone has arrived right on cue. You have activated the ring. It seems our job here is done. Let's go.
Now, the only question that remains is... Whoa! Well, that explains that, somewhat. Lucy, what just happened?
It seems the drone hit the gate, and in a massive discharge of energy it collapsed the wormhole it had set up, radiating that energy outwards. Ergo, an explosion.
Well, I guess we're heading out. Wait, how are we leaving?
Beep 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 beep. This is your 200,000-year reminder you set, to remind you to fix the jump drives that are still on fire on the Harbinger.